Okay. Three keys to a manifestation. Okay, I think it's almost 7 o'clock and I want to get the live started on time. So I'm going to wait about 5 minutes or so before I actually get started with the three keys to manifestation. Okay. Okay, so I have one person who has come on. But again, I'm going to give it about 5 minutes before I actually get started with the three keys to manifestation. If this is your first time on one of my lives, my name is LaShun Teboh. I'm the owner of Woman of Ankh Healing Center, and I am the high priestess at Ankh Academy of Holistic Healing. And Ankh Academy of Holistic Healing is an academy that I started about 2 years ago, where I actually mentor and teach women how to do what I do as far as healing services are concerned. If that's something that you are interested in, you can definitely go to Ankh Academy of Holistic Healing and find out more information about the program that's available there, if you're interested in that. But this evening, I'll be talking about three keys to manifestation. And everybody thinks that manifestation is something very magical. It is. It actually is something very magical. But we're going to get more into that a little bit later. But before I, go into that, I want to talk about one of the big things that's going to be coming out next year with Woman of Ankh Healing Center. I'm going to be doing Goddesses Glow Up events. And those events are going to be, of course, catering to women of all walks of life and at different age levels. But the things that I'll be bringing together, I'll be partnering with some people to bring different things to you at these events. Just to give you a few, I'll have someone who will be speaking about finances, makeup and beauty, fashion, hair, natural hair in particular, relationships and dating, sexual pleasure, and of course, healing. And for all those other things to be more pronounced in your life, you really have to look at where your healing journey is. And I know you hear me talk about that a lot of times, and you might be like thinking, what is healing? What do I need to heal from? Anything that's been traumatic in your life, there's some energy that could be left over, or still residing within your physical body and your spiritual body as well. So healing is the thing that is going from that undesirable space into a more desirable space. And you can do that by moving that energy. And that's what a lot of what happens when you come to the Woman of Ankh events, and when you start coming to the Goddesses Glow Up events. That's what it's going to be about. It's going to be about you moving all that energy, but still learning some new tools that's going to assist you in leveling up in your life. So be on the lookout for the Goddesses Glow Up events, and they're going to start next year. Probably the first one is going to be in March or so. I haven't really decided, but I'll be partnering with other ladies in the industry to bring a well-rounded event to you. So I can't wait for those. Okay, so I'm quite sure. Let me check and see. Yeah, it's 7:03. I'm going to give it about 2 more minutes before I actually get started with the three keys to manifestation. And manifestation is something that I see a lot of talk about. I hear people, throwing that term out. But what really is manifestation, and how do you manifest? I'm going to give you three keys this evening, but as I started to sit down and make the list, there's actually more than three keys, but I'm going to give you the three keys that I think will get you started and going in the right direction for you to start manifesting the things that you desire in your life. You can have whatever it is you want. Like T.I. said, you can have whatever you like. It's just a matter of manifesting it. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips, and, I'm quite sure if you follow these tips, they will assist you. They will help you in leveling up your life. Okay. So I'm going to check one more time now, because you know how I am about time. It's 7:04. Yeah, it's 7:04. So I'm going to go ahead on and get started with the 3 keys to manifestation. Okay. So the first thing I want to go over is, what is manifestation? I'm going to give you my definition. You can, I look, matter of fact, earlier today, I went on Google to see what manifestation was. And it didn't give me a definition that I was looking for. It gave me more of that physical definition. So I came up with my own spiritual definition of what manifestation is. And to me, what manifestation is using your energy, using your thoughts, your vision, just using whatever it is that you have to manifest the things that you desire in your life. It could be as simple as a thought, as simple as a dream of something that you might see for yourself. Those are things that you can bring into this physical plane. And when you bring them into this physical plane, that's manifestation. So then you think, well, how am I supposed to do that? How am I supposed to get what's in here out here in reality? So I'm going to give you those 3 keys. So the first one is, you got to focus your energy. And well, let me backtrack a little bit. Not focus your energy. The first thing is, you got to know what you want. You got to know what you desire. Whether that's a new job that you want, a new car, maybe you want a new house, maybe you want a new husband, a boyfriend, significant other. Maybe that's what you're desiring in your life, and you can manifest those things. You can, manifest each and every one of them. I have some little notes. I just want to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah, but you can manifest anything that you want and desire in your life. And the first thing you do is you figure out what it is that you want and desire. The second thing you want to do is you want to write that down. And when you write it down, you want to write it down in detail. And when I say detail, if you want a job making a certain amount of money, if you want it to have certain hours, if you want that job to be located in a certain space, not far from your home, for example, whatever you desire about that job, that's what you need to write down. If you're looking for a new home, how many bedrooms? Does it have a basement? Does it have an attic? Does it have bonus rooms? Does it have a little playground in the back? Whatever it is that you desire in that house is what you need to write down. If you want a new man, and with that new man, you want him to be 6'1" and dark skin or light skin, green eyes, whatever it is that you desire for that man, that gentleman to possess. And don't forget about not just the physical qualities when you're writing down in reference to a romantic love or something. Also, what kind of qualities do you want him to have? Is he loving? Is he caring? Is he affectionate? Is he good with kids? Don't forget about those things as well. Sometimes we forget about those things. Is he a masculine man? If he's a provider? If he's a protector? Not somebody you just breath and britches, somebody you end up taking care of. So you want to be very specific in what it is that you want to manifest and write it down. Once you write it down, the next thing that you want to do is visualize it. And when I say visualize it, you want to sit back, you want to close your eyes, and you want to see yourself on that new job with exactly what you want it to be. You want to see yourself in that new house with all the features that you want in the house. If you get a new man, you want that man to have all the features that you wrote down on your list. It can happen. It definitely can happen. So just to kind of recap what I said, the first thing is you got to know what it is that you want. Okay. The second thing is you want to write it down in detail. And then you want to visualize it. This is all step 1, the first key. This is all the first key, just to let you know that. But to kind of go back again, I'm sorry, because I got interrupted in my train of thought. But the first thing is to know what you want to manifest, what you desire. The second thing is writing it down in detail. And then you want to visualize yourself in that. That's step number 1, okay? Step number 2, you want to focus your energy. And what I mean by that is, if you want a new job, You have to submit your resume. You have to get online and, do all those little things. You have to show up to networking events. If you're looking for a new house, you go get a realtor. You start getting on Zillow. You start looking at houses. Only the ones that fit your criteria. You don't want to look at anything less. You want to look at exactly what it is that you want. If you want a new man, you got to look at just those men that have those qualities that you're looking for. Now, how are you going to come across these different things? You have to put energy into it. You have to get out of the house, because he's just not going to come knock on the door. You have to get out of the house. You have to go networking. You never know how the universe is going to align you with what it is that you desire, what it is that you want to manifest. But you have to put the energy behind it. You have to move. If you don't move, you can still manifest, but it can take longer. But when you put energy behind it, you can see yourself manifesting it more. You can see yourself manifesting it more quickly. The other thing is too, you got to be careful when you're manifesting what you're saying, as far as you don't want to speak any negativity over what it is that you've already put into the universe. You got to stay positive about it. And then the other thing is too, don't worry about how it's going to get to you, because it will get to you as long as you're putting that energy into it, as long as you've been very specific about what it is that you desire. Number 3. Oh no, I'm going to go back to focusing energy. I see a little side note that I have here. So when you're focusing your energy and you're working on your manifestation, there's some things that you want to stay away from. Number 1, you don't want to get in with too much social media, negative social media. Let me say that. With the television, what is it that you're putting inside of your subconscious mind? So you want to be mindful of that. And idle conversation. And when I say idle conversation, I'm more or less talking about gossip. So you don't want to be partaking in a lot of negative talk with other people, and you don't want to be dealing with negative people when you are at the height of your manifestation. Once you've set those intentions into place, those are things that you want to keep very, low on your daily activities, if not at all. But you want to keep that very, very low, your interactions with that type of stuff. And then the third key to manifestation is to release. And I can't say this enough. And this goes all the way back to healing again. Sometimes you're not manifesting the things that you desire because you have so much energy within you that's keeping your energy from flowing properly. A lot of it can have to do with your mindset, how you think about different things. You could still be holding on to old hurts. You can't manifest the new man because you're still holding on to, emotions of anger, resentment, and different things like that. When it came to your last partner, maybe you can't manifest that house because, I don't know, you're talking to somebody and they got a lot of negative self-talk. Girl, you can't get no house. You got to have a credit score, this, that, and the third. But that's messing with your mindset. You've set an intention and now you're letting someone else come in with their negativity. So that's a person you might have to release. Might have to, if you're, looking for that new job, feeling like you need to be loyal to the job that you have and not actually starting to move and make room for that new job, is by staying in this old job. Not saying to quit that job and, say, hey, I'm just out here, but you want to start getting ready to make an exit plan. Start finalizing different things on your job while you're looking for that new job. You want to, you want to start releasing, you want to start releasing it. You want to get to the point that when you start going out looking for a job, one day you have to decide which job you want to take, because the universe has sent you so many great opportunities because you was diligent in your search. You was diligent in how you focused your energy when it came to manifesting this new job and this new career. But release, release, release. sitting down with yourself to kind of see, what am I holding on to? What energy is attached to me? What people are still coming around that's not giving me anything? All they're doing is just taking, they're just taking from me. What is it that I need to release? The people, the places, the things, the ideas, the situations. What are you doing personally to yourself that you need to release? Not even to say other people are doing something to you. What are you doing to yourself? Are you excessively drinking? Are you using street drugs or recreational drugs? Are you watching a lot of TV, the social media? What things are in your life that you're holding on to that could be preventing you from moving into a energy of manifestation? So you really want to take a look at what it is that you need to release so that new things have space to come in. And let's just say you don't work on releasing things and then you get what it is that you desire. Are you really in a space to be able to hold on to what you manifest? Are you going to be able to be in a space to where you don't mess up the new relationship because you didn't heal from or release your ex? So you got to think about those things too. You might manifest something, but can you really hold on to it if you haven't been through a process of releasing what doesn't serve you? Okay. And then I have one bonus key. The one bonus key is you got to believe that you can manifest. If you don't believe it, you will not manifest. That's why I say the first step is you got to know what you want and desire, and you got to write it down, and you got to see yourself in it. You got to visualize yourself in it. If you do that, that's going to be the first step to manifestation, but you got to believe what you write. You got to believe what you are visualizing. You got to know that that is exactly what you want, that whatever you write down in detail. And then you start to put the energy into it. You start focusing your energy. You start getting out there doing the different things, and you'll just never know how the universe is going to line up people and places and, different things to where your manifestation just starts to happen like that. And I can attest to that. I can attest to it with talking to people, just speaking something and then it actually manifesting in a short amount of time. It definitely can happen. But a lot of it just has to do with your belief in yourself, your belief that you are magical, your belief that you can actually manifest anything that you want and desire. Okay? So those are the keys. Number one, know what you want, writing it down, visualizing it, and writing it down in detail. Number two, focusing your energy. So getting out there in the world, networking, doing all those different things so the universe will know that you're actively out there trying to connect with what the universe is putting in place for you. Okay? Then number three, releasing people, places, things, ideas, and situations, anything that could be standing in the way of you being able to focus your energy. And then number four, actually believing you can manifest what you desire. Okay? So I want to thank you, ladies. I saw Kathy, Glenda, Tanisha. I think I saw Shanita was on here for a brief second as well. Thank you, ladies, for tuning in. Of course, this video will be in the group, so you can go back and listen to it from the beginning if you didn't hear it from the beginning. And I do want to mention something that I mentioned at the top of the video. Next year, I'm going to be doing Goddesses Glow Up events, and I'm going to be partnering with other women in different industries to bring in beauty and skincare, dating and relationships, fashion, hair, sexual pleasure, and of course healing. Because without healing, all these other things don't really mean anything. It means that you just put on a mask. That's it. You didn't do anything for the inside. So I'll be partnering with other women in different industries to bring those events to Woman of Ankh Healing Center. So be on the lookout for the Goddesses Glow Up events that'll be coming along. Yes, Sheila, you have to release people, places, and things. People, places, things, ideas. And when I say ideas, limiting ideas that I can't, that, that mindset of you can't do something or it won't happen for me or, it happens for everybody else, but it doesn't happen for me. Those type of limiting ideas like that. And then situations, just different situations people might have been in the past and they're still holding on to that energy. So add to that people, places, things, ideas, situations, anything that hasn't been for your greatest and highest good, anything that has an energy attached to you that is keeping you from moving into a more desirable space. And believe it or not, all of us need healing because all of us have had something traumatic to happen. It might not be on the same level as somebody else's trauma, but we've all had some trauma in our lives. And let's just say, okay, your life hasn't really been traumatic. As a woman with the womb space, you came from your mother, she came from your grandmother, and then your great grandmother. You have a whole lineage of women. Their DNA is within you. And with their DNA being inside of you, there's energy that's been carried generation to generation to generation. So, no, it might not be something that's yours per se, but it's your matriarchal lineages. So the healing might have to come through you. You might be the one that has to start releasing what it is in your matriarchal lineage that's keeping your family maybe in a certain space. Why there's not more people that are more prosperous in your family? Why not so many homeowners or whatever your definition of doing good for your family would be, or why is there a history of drug use, or what are those health issues. Those things can come through the DNA, come through generation upon generation. So no, you might have had an excellent life, but still there's some energy there from previous generations that need to be handled as well. So you can. I'm sorry to hear that, Shelly, that you just lost a child. I know that can be, I know that can be very trying. I know that can be, and I'm sure, yeah, battling depression and anxiety. If you haven't already reached out to a counselor, I would suggest reaching out to a counselor or someone close to you that you feel that you can share, and they can be able to help you through the process. You know, okay. Okay, ladies. So, thank you for again. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your energy. And until next week, y'all have an amazing rest of your evening on this Tuesday evening. Oh, the other thing is too, the reason why I did the manifestation is because we're in new moon energy. And I know you guys, all ladies, always hear me talk about during the full moon, we release. During the new moon, we manifest. We write down our intentions of manifestation. So this is a good night. It was early this morning, but there was an eclipse as well with this new moon energy. So tonight, sit down. What is it that you desire? What is it that you want? And make it plain. Write it down in detail, whatever it is that you desire. Another thing I like to say when people are manifesting, limit it to about 3 things. Don't go off and do a whole list of 20 things, because remember, you have to focus your energy, and it's hard to focus your energy on 20 different things. So limit it to 3 things that you're really interested in manifesting, and write it down, visualize it, start focusing your energy. Don't let negative entities outside of you interrupt your manifestation, and believe that you can do it. Okay? So until the next time, y'all have an amazing evening, and I send y'all energy.